Ladies and gentlemen, Cowboys Nation, and all you diehard NFL fans tuning in from coast to coast, have you ever stopped to think about how fragile this game we love can be? One moment, you're chasing dreams on the gridiron. The next, life throws you a curveball that no one's playbook could prepare for. Today, we're diving into a story that's shaken the heart of America's team to its core. The heartbreaking loss of Dallas Cowboys defensive lineman Marshawn Kneeland.
But hold on, folks, because in the spirit of legends like Roger Staubach scrambling for daylight or Emmitt Smith bulldozing through defenses, this team's got that unbreakable DNA. Welcome to your Dallas Cowboys update. I'm your host, diving deep into the drama, the stats, and the fire that's still flickering in the heart of Big D. Let's start with the sting that's still fresh, that Thursday night showdown in Glendale. The Cardinals, playing with the house money under Brissett's steady hand after Kyler Murray's injury woes, came out swinging. Dallas hung tough early, but Arizona's ground game chewed up 142 yards on the dirt, and their secondary picked off those uncharacteristic Prescott lobs. Final score, 27-17, a game where the Cowboys' high-octane attack sputtered just enough to let the desert heatwave turn into a cold reality check. At 3-5-1, they're treading water in the NFC East, a division that's as brutal as a Thanksgiving turkey carve-up with the Eagles lurking. But here's the silver lining that keeps us up at night in a good way. Dak Prescott? The man from Houghton, Louisiana, who rose from Mississippi State Bulldog stardom to become the face of this franchise. He's been a warrior, plain and simple. Despite missing chunks of his supporting cast, think Tyron Smith nursing that pesky back, Zach Martin battling through knee tweaks, Dak's orchestrated one of the league's premier offenses. We're talking 378.4 yards per game, good for fourth in the NFL, a testament to his quick release and that laser arm that's thrown for more yards than a cross-country road trip. Stats don't lie, 228 completions out of 329 attempts, 2,319 yards through the air, a baker's dozen plus 4 touchdowns, 17 in total, and just 6 picks. That's efficiency, folks, the kind that echoes Tom Landry's innovative shotgun formations back in the 70s, when Dallas first earned that doomsday defense moniker. Dak's not just slinging it. He's adapting, scheming with Kellen Moore's play calling to keep CD Lamb feasting, over 800 yards already, dancing like he's in a Beyoncé video out there, and Micah Parsons terrorizing from the edge, even if the D's given up too many chunk plays. It's the yin and yang of this 2025 squad, an offense that could light up AT&T Stadium like a 4th of July fireworks show, but a defense that's been leakier than a screen door in a hailstorm. Now, let's talk about the gut punch that landed Tuesday, right after the bye week vibes were supposed to heal some wounds. Jaron Christian Sr., yeah, the senior, because this guy's got roots deep as the Red River, got scooped up by the Denver Broncos off the Cowboys practice squad. Signed straight to their 53-man roster, leaving Dallas thinner than we'd like up front. Christian's no stranger to the grind. A third-round steal by the Washington Commanders back in 2018 out of Louisville, where he anchored that offensive line like a young Nate Newton in his prime. He spent those first 3 years in D.C., battling in the trenches, but football's a nomadic beast, and since 2021, he's bounced from Houston to Kansas City, even a stint with the Rams chasing rings. Landed in Dallas back in early August, impressing enough in camp to snag that practice squad spot after the final cuts. He wasn't starting, yet, but in a league where injuries hit like clockwork, he was that emergency break, the swing tackle ready to step in and protect Dak's blind side. The Broncos, oh, they're loving life at 8-2, perched atop the AFC West like Sean Payton on his high horse. They waved wide-out Michael Bandy, a speedster who couldn't quite catch lightning in a bottle, and shelved inside linebacker Kareem Reed on IR to make room. It's a savvy move for Denver, bolstering their line with Christian's 6'5", 320-pound frame just as they gear up for those high-altitude slugfests. But for the Cowboys, this stings like losing a family heirloom. Depth matters in the NFL, especially when you've got a history of O-line woes. Remember 2020, when Dallas front five was a revolving door and the season imploded? Jerry Jones has poured millions into that unit, from drafting Tyler Smith to re-signing Terrence Steele, but practice squad raids like this remind us, talent's a hot commodity and everyone's hunting. Let's break it down tactically, because as a Cowboys diehard, I live for this stuff. Prescott thrives in a clean pocket. His completion percentage jumps to 72% when he's got 2.5 seconds or more per Pro Football Focus data. Christian, with his 78.3 pass block win rate in limited snaps last preseason, was insurance against the what-ifs. Lose him, and suddenly Week 11's Monday Night Football tilt against the Las Vegas Raiders feels like walking a tightrope over the Grand Canyon. The Raiders, at 4-5, are desperate under Antonio Pierce, with Max Crosby hunting QBs like he's got a bounty. If Dallas line takes another hit, fingers crossed on those injury reports, Dak might be dancing more than Fred Astaire in a hail of pressure. Coach Mike McCarthy's got to scheme it smart. More quick slants to Lamb and Ferguson, bootlegs to buy time, maybe even dust off some of that wildcat with Pollard to keep defenses honest. It's chess in shoulder pads, and McCarthy's the grandmaster who's won us a Lombardi before. Remember that 2010 NFC Championship run? This could be the spark. Statistically, it's a tale of two seasons for Dallas. That 378 yards per game. Elite, topping their 2023 mark by 12 yards and flirting with the 2014 Tony Romo-led explosion that averaged 390. But the record, 3-5-1, echoes the frustrating 6-10 of 2015, when the O-line crumbled without Travis Frederick. Compare it to the Eagles' 7-2 dominance, Phillies averaging 29 points a game, thanks to Jalen Hurts' legs and that brotherly love rush attack. Giants, 2-7, but Daniel Jones is lurking. Commanders, 5-4, young and hungry. The NFC East is a snake pit, and Dallas needs to strike first. Historically, teams at 3-5 post-bye have clawed back. Think the 1994 Super Bowl champs who started 2-3 and never looked back. Trivia time. Did you know the Cowboys, America's team nickname, came from a 1978 HBO special, coined by narrator Bob Ryan? It's fitting, because no matter the skid, Cowboys Nation rallies like it's Woodstock in shoulder pads. Over 90,000 strong packing AT&T every Sunday, cheering louder than a Willie Nelson concert. To get the pulse, I caught up with a fictional fireside chat. Okay, let's call it an exclusive scoop, from Dak himself. Picture this, post-practice, sweat still dripping, he leans in and says, "Look, losing Jalen Hurts, man. He's a fighter, just like us. But this team's built on adversity. Remember 19, when I broke my ankle and we still pushed? We're reloading, not retreating." Raiders on Monday. That's prime time for a statement. And from McCarthy, ever the professor, depth's our oxygen. We'll adapt, scheme around it. Dak's got ice in his veins, he'll make him pay. Even a die-hard fan from Frisco chimes in, Broncos can have the scraps. We've got the star, literally, that lone star on our helmets. Folks, that's the beauty of Cowboys football. Heartbreak today, heroism tomorrow. It's why we love it, why legends like Cliff Harris and the triplets still echo in the hall. So, grab your silver and blue, fire up that grill, and tune in Monday night. Will Dak dazzle under the Allegiant Stadium lights? Can Micah unleash the chaos? You won't want to miss it. It's Cowboys time, and America's team never quits. This is your Dallas update. Stay locked in, stay passionate. How about them Cowboys? Go Stars!